Classic in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric. The Rams offense ready. They're backed up to start their initial drive. And they'll be led out by their ninth-year quarterback.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles. So maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on will he or won't he run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area, and they find themselves open, and there's another completed pass.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two. And got his man complete. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Rams have struck first in this NFC title game. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right?
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And some room to work. Oh, look at the juke. And all the way to the opposite 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On play action, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. That one's taken in by Spears. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. 32 yards. And the Rams are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. A little juke. Still going. And he gets this one down to the 24. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the load with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
Now Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a first down. Here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. They juked him. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. It's their quarterback. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to add on to their first half lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
has led his guys up and down the field in this first half. 3 touchdown passes and another touchdown on the ground the last time they had it, as he'll start here 1st and 10. Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. Now inside the 25. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been unstoppable in this first half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger already. Closing in on the all-time record in the first half, by the way, which is 6 touchdown passes, as this drive starts 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Flushed out right. Gets around him, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Play action. It's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Lawrence will throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Forced out to his left. He's got the hook up with Conley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Fighting him off, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Powering his way forward, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nakua, 44 yards. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Underwood. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Rams are pouring it on. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the yardage just continues to pile up. We're still in the 3rd quarter. He's had a heck of a game.
Keep your calculator handy because these numbers are skyrocketing. Loving watching what he's doing right now because, what do we call it, in the zone?
Yeah, he's in the zone.
I think he's in the zone plus right now. Everything is like a laser.
See if he can stay in that zone. Down the right sideline. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulated right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. It's the fullback, 26 yards. And the Rams get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They go play action here on first down. Caught here by Conley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Rams are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Off the play fake. Lawrence rolling to his right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Rams continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Rams take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you're doing.
The Rams offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Gets past one man. There he goes again. He's on his way. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. How about that? Their quarterback, 79 yards. And the Rams extend their lead yet again. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. That one looks like he'll throw here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing on second and long. Lawrence, he'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down 40 at the 38-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll have it past almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Rams are Super Bowl bound as champions of the NFC. Time for us to sign off. Thanks for watching, and good night.